So I was home alone,
Right.
and like obviously pretty scared. The first night I tried to figure out the alarm system, made the alarm go off. That was like during the first day, because even during the day, I just moved in a month ago, so like I don't know the ins and outs of this house. And so like the first day I just tried to figure out the alarm. One of my roommates was in Canada, so like I don't know the time zones up there and how they change. So I didn't want to text him if it was like 4 a.m. at noon or something. And then Hank was in Miami, being in Miami, which my understanding is that Miami is pretty lit.
Right.
So I just tried to figure it out all on my own. And that was really scary for me. I locked the doors, whatever. And then I was trying to make friends with that squirrel that I was talking about a couple months ago. So I went out. This is my first night there. I went out and I throw him some walnuts. He eats it. We chat.
Are squirrels technically rodents?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes sense because when I look them in the eyes, I see Frankie. It's like the
Rats.
same.
Yeah.
No, rodent is different than rat.
There's a rat umbrella, and I think everything.
There's a rodent umbrella.
What do you think rodent?
Rat is a rodent.
What do you think when you think rodent? Rat.
Sure, rat is one of the species of rodent.
I think long tail.
Rats are so cute. The tail is tough.
The tail is a full separate entity to me.
The tail, 100%. It looks like the Alaskan bullworm. You know,
it's an appendage, which that's a word I don't like.
Right.
I need to
rats
start...
with no tails. That's a guinea pig.
Yeah.
And that's my daughter.
So I'm in this house by myself, and I'm feeding this squirrel, and I named him Mr. Man.
Yeah.
Because it's just like what came
for
out.
Women's History Month.
Oh, I didn't even check to see what's going on under the hood.
I don't think you need to.
No, I do. Because I'm calling him Mr. Man, and I would hate to misgender Mr. Man. So I'm out there, and I'm feeding him, and I said, I got my time in.
Right.
I'll come back tomorrow. Locked out.
Of your house.
Out of my house.
Yeah.
I said, okay, no big deal. I'll call my roommates. No one answers because it's probably 4 a.m. in Canada or something. And then so I call a locksmith. Scariest person I've ever met. Andre, who was able to get me back in my house for 3
Now, how does he get you in exactly?
He busted the door frame off of... He busts all... Yeah.
It's a busting and not so much a universal key.
It was a busting motion. I'll show you. I filmed it because I was like, oh, I could have done this.
I'm really
You're breaking
curious.
into my house.
But did he break the door?
Like, in a sense, yeah. Because when he told me, he's like, someone's already done this. But it was in an accent that I could not place. And I was like, okay, thank you for letting me know. Now I'm feeling really unsafe.
I'm feeling like locksmiths could be the world's most dangerous predator.
Yeah. And this is a man who has now explored every entrance to my house. But he's a locksmith at the end of the day, so I don't have to show him around. He can figure out where he can get in.
There must be a case of a locksmith.
He was small, but he was dense. But
I totally know the type.
Yeah, small, dense, but I could see him being flexible. Triple whammy, Andre. And he was wearing, this is going to be hard to explain to you because it's not going to make sense, but to anyone that went to school anywhere down south, he was dressed as if he was in a fraternity, like rushing. So he had like starched jeans on, cowboy boots, a t-shirt, but a vest. Like I could tell he had a cowboy hat in his car, but he was some Russian or some accent. Anyways, he gets me in. I'm in my house. I go to bed. I've pushed my dresser up against my door so no one could get in my door. Because I have one of those doors that has like glass on the inside so you can see. It's like frosted glass. You just have to punch it with your hand and you come into my room. Anyways.
Surely you're familiar with the 2019 feature film, The Locksmith.
Oh.
An aging police chief and a New York City detective hunt down a serial killer in the Deep South. He's a locksmith.
Don't give anyone any ideas. I would hate to romanticize the idea of becoming a locksmith for...
Oh my God, Connor, there are... Wait, I need to see if this serial killer was a locksmith. Born as the 7th last child of his parents. First trained as a locksmith, then as a watchmaker. Serial murderist.
Yeah. I could really see Andre stepping up to the plate.
I'm surprised there aren't more.
Well, let's not give anyone any ideas here. Like,
totally.
There's definitely room in the market for someone to kind of step into the spotlight. But I I'm sitting there in my room and I'm like feeling like, okay, you know what? Night one, done. Fall asleep. I was actually feeling very cozy because I washed my sheets again
Yeah.
with Diva Wash.
Can I just say I have been so inspired to do laundry now that I have Diva Wash.
I said that when I got it. I go, I wash pretty consistently, but like I'm excited when that smell goes away. It's kind of like ding, 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 time to wash again.
Mm-hmm. Can I just say I'm not a consistent washer,
And now you're.
and now I'm upping the consistency.
Well, Everett, it seemed like that took off really well. Someone commented when we posted that video. No, let me finish the story. No. So
Okay.
I'm in my house. It's like 3 a.m. and I sit straight up. Last time I sat straight up in my bed at 3 a.m, my neighbor had offed himself. So I'm via gunshot. So I was like, okay, no way this is happening again.
Right.
I don't even have a neighbor.
Right.
I'm like, okay, I heard something. I heard glass shatter. We have the windows downstairs. I'm like, someone has broken in. And obviously I'm still thinking about the time zone. I text both my roommates. Hey, do we have like an alarm system? Like, will the alarm system go off if someone busts a window?
Right.
What's the like how intelligent is our like alarm system? It's certainly not Smart House from Disney Channel original movie.
Incredible.
It doesn't really know. It only knows when a door opens shuts, but you break a window, I think it's kind of like, is this me?
I do think there are alarm systems that recognize a shattering of a window.
Well, they certainly didn't understand this shattering of a window.
Right.
I'm sitting up and then I'm like, oh, was it someone in the alley? Are they going through recycling?
Right.
It was so loud. And then I was like, oh, did I imagine it? Huh. And then I'm like, I don't know. But then I started thinking, I'm naked from the waist down.
Uh-huh.
I'm on the 2nd floor. Should I jump out the window onto the
You were
ground?
Winnie the Poohing?
I was hoodie on, naked.
Such an
By the
interesting
way,
choice.
Try that hybrid. When you go to sleep.
I've tried it. It's fine. It's not my favorite of the combinations.
Well, I think it's mine.
yeah.
But except in the moment when you're like fight or flight, am I going to be running down the street in my hoodie,
Right.
Winnie the Poohing?
I can't even imagine if you had to flee the scene
Well,
in your
I was
Winnie the Pooh
You know,
hoodie.
I'm thinking,
collab.
I'm always thinking.
Yeah.
So, anyways, the sun starts to come up. The sun starts to come up, and I'm like, okay, now I'm kind of safe because if someone's downstairs, like they probably maybe stole the air fryer or something. It's a nice one. But then I'm like, okay, cool. I haven't heard them, and I can hear when anyone wakes up in my house because it like echoes.
Right.
So I'm like, if they come up the stairs or something and want to kill me, like I would have heard them by now.
Is it true that most burglars are nonviolent, or did I make that up?
Never heard that stat.
Okay, keep going.
So are they interviewing?
I'm feeling like they're just
doing an exit survey after the burglary. Were you feeling violent when you were breaking and entering, or were you kind of
No, I
chill?
think it's probably like if they're faced with either the police or you, they'll run away instead of.
I don't know. I don't think they take a burglar census on an annual basis.
No, I'm not thinking
Most
they're
burglars
asking.
are not violent.
Yeah,
I guess
they're
they
not
are.
asking the burglar. They're recording. Okay, did the burglar say punch you in the face or flee the scene?
Right, and also I would show them around the house, make sure that they got everything they need.
Right.
I'm cool with it. So 2 days go by. I'm feeling pretty safe in the house.
Mm-hmm.
I figured it out. And then I go upstairs, which is where like Hank lives, and there's a storage closet up there that I put like winter clothes and stuff because they won't fit in my room. And I go to hang it up, and I turn and I go to walk downstairs. There's like an 8-foot mirror that had fallen off the wall in his room and hit the ground and shattered into a million pieces. And that's the sound I heard.
That must have been like an insane bang.
It was one of those ones that's like stuck to the. It wasn't
Yeah.
hanging. It wasn't like hanging like this picture.
I can't believe you stayed at the house based off of how loud that bang
I
was.
gaslighted myself into thinking I
Yeah.
imagined it.
Yeah. Do you know how at the beginning of the episode I was like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom, but like I can wait till
Yeah.
the end? I can't actually. I have
Oh,
to save
damn.
that.
I should have told that story while you were kind of letting
Shoot.
rip.
Do you have another sort, like long form?
Yeah, I could think of one.
Well, I kind of want to be here for it.
Pee your pants.
I'd rather not.